Gentlemen, it's Formula V. It's down to the wire, final round, and it's everything to play for. Khati, what's the plans to keep these boys away from you?
Have a good start, get away in the front, and get my ears flat and go. But I think that's not going to be so easy. So I think this guy's going to pray for a bit of rain, and then there's going to be chaos with 26 cars on the grid.
Well, let's speak to that guy right now. Lionel, what's the plan to try and get to the front? But you've got a little bit of work to do because you're coming in with a slight disadvantage.
Yeah, look, championship-wise, I'm going to put that behind me. I think Gaz got a very, very handy lead, and I honestly can't see him stuffing it up from here. So no, I'm just going to try and win the race if I can.
And on the other side, Brandon, you've had a great season so far. You've had some fun and games in the Mangaza car, but I think what you need to be doing is maybe throwing a cat amongst the pigeons here.
That's always the plan, but these guys are just on it. They're so quick this year. But we'll try. We'll definitely try and be there, and they want to win the race. But yeah, so do I. So watch the space.
Always exciting racing coming out of DOE Formula V. The last time we see Lucian Ramchander's number 1 plate on his car. Skat van den Berg has still got a bit of a fight on his hand. There's an outside chance for Lendl Janssen to still give him a run for his money, but it has to all go wrong here for Skat van den Berg if he doesn't want to wrap it up here at Zwartkops, the final round of the DOE and Start My Car Formula V's. Skat van den Berg comes into the race with a relatively good margin, 180 points over the 157, so 23-point margin there between himself and Lendl Janssen. Brandon Hills is down on 136 with some work to do. As you heard, he's going to try and just get up there and be in the mix. There is the number 1 plate from last year. That is Lucian Ramchander in the Liqui Moly car. He's going to be, of course, running that plate for the last time now, followed by Brandon Hills. And you've got Jacco Schricks. Peter Hills, he's been made an honorary member of the Formula V's tonight. 30 years in the association. And in that time, of course, he's also taken 3 championships as well. So congratulations there, Peter Hills. Gert, of course, is going for his 2nd championship if he gets it all right. And he, of course, says he's going to win it. So let's see, wish him all the very best here in the last 2 heats of racing for 2021. We've got a bit of a championship in terms of the association as well. MD Best has already wrapped that one up. But Vaughan Hills, Jean-Andre Leroux and Theo Vermaak still in with a chance of getting 2nd, 3rd and 4th place in the association championship. And then in the rookie championship, Clinton Kane, Carl Watt and Marcel Blichnout all still fighting hard with only 13 points splitting the 3 of them. That's always great to see. Spectators in the house and kids having fun at motorsport events. Exactly what it's all about. And coming up to check how those Lamborghinis work down in the G&H Transport pit building. So here we go. It's Formula V time. Standing start for these Formula V's. Gert van den Berg and Lendl Janssen on the front row. Lendl Janssen with a slight advantage having the pole position, but that inside line is always a good line to be on, particularly here at Zwartkops on a standing start. Let's see if van den Berg can use it to his advantage. Greg Wilson and Ramchander right behind them as they head down towards turn 1. It's a good start from van den Berg. Looks like he might have... No, he just misses out the whole shot. It was a great start coming out of Lendl Janssen, and the Bull security man leads things out as they head down towards turn 2. Gert van den Berg in 2nd place. Looks like it's a bit of a good start there coming out of the 5 car as well of Greg Wilson. And now as the rest of the pack start to sort themselves out all the way down into the back of this pack, you can see there are 25 Formula V's going to battle today. So one of the biggest fields we've got here today, and great to see such excellent single-seat action from Formula V. But it's always great action there with them. Brandon Hill's starting to make his way up rapidly. He gets up ahead of Dad Peter and now tucks in behind Jacco Schricks as they head to the top of the hill for the first time and up towards AMG Driving Academy. Past the Universal Racing Stable, and the man who would be king takes the lead. Van den Berg dives up the inside of Lendl Janssen into turn 5. Can he keep it all together for turn 6 and 7? He can. He runs a little wide out of 6 but cuts back in 7 and eventually makes that move stick, heading down towards G&H Transport Corner. He now leads out and is in prime position to wrap this championship up if he gets his first victory in the bag. Little wheel on the dirt there. Lendl Janssen will keep the pressure on. He knows it's not over until that second checkered flag comes out today. There's still opportunities here for changes to happen amongst these Formula V competitors. 911 coming through that field as well. Watch out for Yusuf Kotza, third of the Liqui-Moly sponsored cars. Sean van der Linde in there as well, also looking for an opportunity to be at the front end if he can. And expect some big fights here between these guys as the first lap is done. We're into the second half of lap 2 now, heading up towards turn 4. Oh, big movement there from the 27 machine. Jean-Andre Leroux very lucky to get out, get a little bit more out of shape than what he was there. And he's fighting with Vaughan Hills for the association's second place in the championship. So a nice little association championship battle there between Hills and Jean-Andre Leroux. 112 Marcel Blichnout looking for a way through. Can't find it just yet on Kotza. Bit of a movement there from the front end, and looks like Mangaza cars now running team colours and flying formation between those 4 Mangaza cars. Brandon Hills, Peter Hills, Vaughan Hills, and MD Bester just ahead of the 3 of them. Back down towards turn 2. Late braking again out of the 911 machine. And Yusuf Kotza keeping off the 112. And Marcel Blichnout looking to try and spoil his day there slightly. Loses out one position as they get onto the back straight. Lucian Ramchanda with Shricks on his tail, and then Brandon Hills. Oh, how's that? 4x4 they go down the back straight into turn 4. Marcel Blichnout just keeping himself ahead of a hard charging battle behind him. MD Bester is on Shricks' tail, but it's Brandon Hills looking to close that gap down, realizing that Wilson up the front is where he needs to be if he wants to still stay in contention and close to Lendl Janssen. If it finishes up as it is right now, basically Lendl Janssen and Kat van den Berg would have wrapped up 1 and 2. Brandon Hills still in a bit of a fight with MD Bester for 4th place and 3rd overall. Lucian Ramchanda has had a bit of a up and down season, and it's not always easy to defend your title once you've got that number 1 plate, particularly in such a competitive class of racing. Oh, magic stuff here from MD. Has a big look on the loop station and the coffee car there of Jaco Shricks. Not able to make it move just yet, but certainly looking for a chance if one opens up there and Shricks makes a mistake. Multiple champion is Shricks, so highly unlikely he's going to do that. He certainly knows what to do. He's got rookie tape on that car, but it shouldn't be on that car. Not when you won 3 championships, I think he's taken in this category in the past. Down onto the brakes goes the 11 car of Vaughan Hills. How far back is he on MD Bester, and more importantly, how far ahead is he of the 27 car? You can see there's the gap on the 27 car for 2nd place in the Association Championship. 3 separate championships here for Formula V. Overall national championship. Kat van den Berg looking for that one. His teammate further back there is the 14 car. And you can see Theo Vermaak also in not too far off the back end of Jean-Andre Leroux for the Association Championship. 1 point between the 2 of them. And it's, what's that, 15 points between the top drivers there for 2nd place. MD looking for a way through. Shrixie shuts the door. And Ramchanda also. Oh, here's a change up possibly. Yep, Lendl Janssen being given an opportunity to get through on Kat van den Berg. So Lendl Janssen getting a chance to run at the front. Van den Berg opening up the door and letting him through. And now Greg Wilson looking for a similar treatment, or does he have to fight for it? I think they're going to make Greg Wilson fight for it there. Kat, I think, also realised that 2nd place would be good enough. Coming through there was the 30 car. Henk van den Berg. 2 Liqui Moly cars now flying in formation. Look at that Mangaza formation behind these two. Shricks on the inside, and Ramchanda could lose out here. Jaco Shricks, MD Best is going to go with him. Brandon Hills wants to go as well. Cat van den Berg around the outside of Lionel Janssen. DOE start my car. Team taking on the Bull Securities machine. Back down the hill towards GNH Transport Corner again. Halfway stage is reached. We're into the second half now as they complete lap 6. Good run here from our top 3, getting away from that second pack. Lucian Ramchanda was at the front of the second pack. It looks like he's dropped down 1 position, and Shricks now leads out that second pack of cars. Jean-Ray Leroux with some problems there. Under attack. And a big move there from, I think that was from Theo Vermaak. Having a look, and of course that's a fight for position 3 in the Association Championship. Shricks, MD Bester now, Ramchanda in the middle of those Mangaza cars. Peter Hills behind Brandon, Vaughan behind them. Cat van den Berg always fighting hard here nicely, and it's a great little fight between these two. Lionel Janssen, van den Berg on the inside. This is a similar move to what he made earlier on. Can he get back at him? He can. Is he good enough on the brakes now to cement it though? Lionel Janssen comes across on him slightly, just backs out of it. Tucks in behind that Bull Securities car. And we got 3 to go. Greg Wilson just biding his time, waiting for an opportunity if one opens up there in the 5 car. Here's the fight for 3rd place in the Association Championship. Jean-Ray Leroux and Theo Vermaak fighting hard. Only 1 point in it between the two of them, so it's going to go to the next race. And let's see who's going to have what it takes there to beat each other out. Ramchanda with Hills and Hills on his tail. Hills cubed there, heading into the back straight away. This time it's Janssen on the inside. Oh, Lionel Janssen having a big look on Cat van den Berg. Here comes Greg Wilson, going to try and drive around the outside as well. Similar line to what we saw from van den Berg to make that move stick. Just holds that inside line perfectly through turn 7. Now comes a move to turn 8. No, Janssen tucks in behind. Not going to make it stick just yet. Maybe going to wait to one more lap before he has a go on that one. 2 to go. 54 is Eric Boyens in the Golf Racing colours. There was Carl Watt behind him there in the 75 car. Carl Watt, of course, 2nd in the Rookie Championship behind Clinton Kane, but 10 points in it between them. And at this point, it is Carl Watt who's a long way up the road there. In fact, I don't see in the top 20. There's 25 cars out there, but Watt is in 16th. And if we have got confirmation that Clinton Kane is here, he's inside the top 20. So about 6 positions back on Carl Watt, who he's fighting with this championship in the rookie side of things for. Oh, Cat van den Berg late on the brakes into turn 5, keeping out Lionel Janssen this time. Would love to wrap it up with 2 victories. Secure that number 1 plate for the 2nd time in his career in Formula V. He's had some epic battles in the past, not only with Lionel Janssen and with Greg Wilson, but Jaco Shricks comes to mind, Lucian Ramchanda comes to mind, Peter Hills and Brandon Hills come to mind as well when you talk about the battles that have happened. Final lap now. And Cat van den Berg, you can see the boys on the wall giving him the big thumbs up, saying, come on, you got this. Down into turn 2. Wilson looking for a way through on the 2nd car on track there of Lionel Janssen. Further back coming through there, some back markers that they've got to attend with. Back markers there, 777. That was Clinton Kane. Theo Vermaak is through on Jean-Ray Leroux. That could be a decider in terms of the Association Championship. And that can definitely make a bit of a change up there from them. Yeah, they come into the second last corner. Van der Berg is going to hold on for the win, but is Greg Wilson going to give Lionel Janssen a run to the line? Janssen going to go defensive back. Marcus could potentially come into play here. No, not quite. Van der Berg is going to just hang on and give those boys a chance to finish up their race proper. Checkered flag is out. Kat Van der Berg takes the win. And that's possibly taken the championship as well. So it's Kat Van der Berg ahead of Lionel Janssen. And third place going to Greg Wilson. Fourth place coming across the line. Good drive there from Jaco Schricks. He wins out ahead of Lucian Ramchanda, who I think just got beaten in the end there by Brandon Hills. Yes, he did. Brandon Hills getting through there right in the closing stages and finding a way through on the outgoing champion for 2021. So there's the results. We got Kat van der Berg ahead of Lionel Janssen and Greg Wilson. Jaco Schricks and MD Bester, Brandon Hills, Peter Hills, Vaughan Hills, Sean van der Linde and Josef Kotze. Theo Vermaak has beaten Jean-Andre Leroux to the line, and Marcel Bluchner beats out Eric Boyens and Carl Watt. So if we look at the championships, that should be the championship wrapped up there for Kat van der Berg. We'll get confirmation in an interview hopefully with him. MD Bester, as we know, has wrapped up the association championship, but it's definitely brought the third place battle into a little bit tighter one, as Jean-Andre Leroux and Theo Vermaak are in for a chance of third place. Vaughan Hills should maintain second in the association championship. Carl Watt will extend his lead over. In fact, Carl Watt will close the lead down on Clinton Kane for the rookie championship. So it's Kat van der Berg who took the victory, and we now need to make sure that he has got the actual championship wrapped up as well, and hopefully we can get hold of him down in pit lane.
Kat, Formula V champion. It's been a long time coming. You've got to be happy with that, eh?
Yeah, I've got about 20 number 2s on my car, so it's about time for another number 1. So I think it was an awesome season. It went well, and yes, I'm so excited and so glad that it's over now. So now the second race can just be for fun, no pressure.
Awesome job. Plans for race 2 then?
Give it horns, give it everything we've got. Full send, or what do they say?
Oh, you're going to bump oaks then?
No. I don't want to fly.
Awesome job. All the best for race 2.
Thanks, man.
Well done again.
Okay, thanks.